we interrupt this catchy theme song to simply say, fuck Chancellor Naysay. More at 11. Now, I've said before that I would leave my episode reviews on my Stardust account, which, if you haven't already, download the app, follow me, send me presents. Unless something big happened. Well, season premiere, I guess it's pretty big, so let's talk about School Daze. Now, right off the bat, one of my favorite things about this episode is the very beginning bit where they talk about their adventures in the MLP movie. Yeah, it was a bit exposition heavy, but they made sure to make the movie superly duperly canon as soon as possible. I mean, it took a long time to make Equestria Girls canon. The first movie came out between seasons 3 and 4, and those movies didn't get referenced on the show until season 7's finale. But the literal first order of business with the new season was to establish the movie quickly. Tempest, the Sea Ponies, and the Pirates were all name dropped, and it was even implied that Tempest may show up on the show, which would be radical. She was the best part of the movie. So when Twilight realizes that the map has expanded to include the parts where the Friendship crew went in the movie, Twilight decides that in order to spread the message of friendship as far as possible, she should open a friendship school with her and her friends as the teachers and staff. How the ponies are going to get around having jobs and lives outside of the school will, I guess, forever be left into the hands of fate. Oh well. Wait a second, Big Jim Miller actually did clear that up on his Twitter. Oh, well, let's see what his response is.
Oh, come on!
Well... So we've got all kinds of students coming to this school, including some non-pony characters. And since the show didn't do the most amazing job in the world of introducing us to these new characters, which we will be calling the Young Six, we have Sandbar the Pony, Gallus the Griffin, Yona the Yak, Smolder the Dragon, Ocellus the Changeling, and the previously mentioned Silverstream the Hippogriff/Sea Pony. Now, despite the fact that I had trouble remembering all of these new characters' names throughout the episodes, I did quite like their chemistry. They meshed well together, and it didn't feel like they were main six reskins. Yona is Rainbow plus Pinky with a side of Derpy. Ocellus is equal parts Fluttershy and Twilight. Silverstream is extremely Pinky-ish, but with the nice sprinkle of AJ's honesty and practicality. Basically, they feel like new characters. Well done. Now, one thing I really didn't like, especially from the first part, was how Twilight handled being headmaster of the school. It's like testing 1, 2, 3 never happened. Granted, she learned about different studying methods in testing, but that can translate to different teaching methods, right? Also, what's your response to hearing that your teachers are dissatisfied with your lesson plans?
Well then, we have to try harder and make sure they do.
But easily my biggest criticism can be summed up in 3 simple words. Fuck Chancellor Naysay! Let's start with the obvious. This dude is so freaking racist. Like, he needs to just stop. This stupid shithead openly insulted foreign royalty and nearly started a war with everyone. And not just everyone versus ponies, everyone versus everyone. They were all at each other's throats thanks to Chancellor Dick Butt here. But let's take this one step further. What kind of effect does having someone that damaged in that high of a position of power have on the land? Well, look across Equestria and all its major cities. Canterlot, Manhattan, Las Pegasus, the Crystal Empire, Cloudsdale, and even smaller cities like Ponyville and Dodge Junction. What do all of these cities of varying population, size, climate, class, resources, etc. have in common? Ponies. These places are populated by ponies. And nothing else. I don't mean to be that guy who makes intentionally edgy commentary about the cartoon horse show, but man, is Equestria segregated or what? All of the other species live in their own little towns where only that species lives. Griffins only live in Griffinstone. Yaks only live in Yak-Yakistan. Dragons, with the exception of Spike, who was born in Canterlot, only live in the Dragonlands. Despite Equestria being the land of friendship and harmony and such, that friendship really only extends to the ponies, especially when you consider how badly other species have been treated by ponies, besides and sometimes including the main 6, Sakura and Bridal Gossip, Young Gilda and the Lost Treasure of Griffinstone, the Dragons of Philadelphia and Friends Forever number 14, everything involving the changelings. Although that was warranted. warranted. And it's a two-way street of disrespect. Garble and Dragon Quest, the Yaks who built their entire culture around isolationism, and again, all of the changeling stuff. And I'm not just blaming Neisei for this because he's a douche and it's fun to blame him for stuff. Let's offer up a scenario. Let's say you're a hippogriff and you and your family are wanting to move to Equestria, but you've also got this little bundle of energy, so you enroll her in an equestrian school. And the school doesn't want to teach your kiddo and they just called her a threat to ponykind. Guess you're not staying here. And that right there is why Equestria needs Twilight School of Friendship. And it's also why I'm cool with the rest of the main 6 teaching at this school despite the fact that they have prior commitments. They really are the most qualified people for the job. Whenever it comes to welcoming a member of another species to ponykind, one of the main 6 is usually the first to extend the olive branch. Gilda by Rainbow Dash, the Breezies by Fluttershy, the Yaks by Twilight, and later by Pinkie. And when it's not the main 6, it's usually someone under their tutelage. Zecora by Applebloom, Gabby by the CMC, Thorax and the Buffaloes by Spike. The main 6 are already having a positive effect on Equestria, and now with this school they can pass that decency on to others and help Equestria become a truly better place. Okay, big things now out of the way. Let's talk about a couple of little things.
Friendship quest beyond Equestria?
I hope not. I've had quite enough life-threatening adventures, thank you very much.
And people say Fluttershy isn't developing. Pshaw. Okay, we've seen Pinkie wear that hat a couple of times, and I can't be the only one who thinks Ape escaped there, right?
I had hoped dressing the part would help me feel the part.
Oh hey, foreshadowing. Why does everyone keep saying every creature? The word they're looking for is everyone. It's way less clunky and way less rude.
Everyone.
See, she gets it.
I'm taking the students to the lake to look at our divine reflections.
Well, I see nothing wrong there. That's rarity, alright. Man, some of this stuff in this show would seem so weird to an outside observer. Like, you've got this guy ragging on the outsiders, saying that they'll use friendship against ponykind. Like, how would that even work? Like, oh no, that changeling over there remembered my birthday. That damnable fiend. Why does this feel like the equestrian equivalent of I tried so hard and got so far?
I'm not gonna cheer you up. I'm gonna tell you what you did wrong.
See, this is why I like Starlight. She's impulsive and brash and says what needs to be said. She's a leader is what she is. Once she gets better about the whole, not being a dictator or magical destroyer of worlds thing. But she's getting better at that. So, Flutters, Rares, and AJ get stuck in the door frame, and what's Pinkie and Rainbow's plan? Get stuck as well!
Brilliant! Brilliant!
Yes, ask the Pudge-Whatsits to leave politely, and if they say no, it's the party cannon with you.
With glass run my way, it'll be 220% cooler.
How is that possible? It's simply too cool! Scott Steiner, help me with your math!
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice!
If you promise to stop singing, Smolder can stay!
Oh, maybe that's what he meant by using friendship against ponykind, through obnoxiously upbeat songs. Well, not to worry, no one can out-sing a pony. So in the end, this was an enjoyable first act to the season that introduced a bunch of new characters that I really hope we learn more about, new roles for the main 6, and a truly detestable villain, which we haven't had since Season 5's Starlight. There were a couple hiccups here and there, particularly involving Twilight in the first half, but it's not enough for me to subtract too many points. School Daze gets an 8.0 out of 10. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Before I go, I just want to know, who is your favorite out of the young 6? Personally, I was partial to Yona, but I also quite liked Ocellus and Sandbar. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later.